2002. The lineup is impressive. From Bustamante, the defending champion, to Kalahkan, the young pretender. The US Open champion Ralph Souquet. The legendary Efren Reyes. The sparkling Fabio Petroni. The dark horse Marcus Shamet. And the rising star of European pool, Michael Schmidt. The first quarter-final saw Ralph Souquet overcome Rico Dix 9-2, while next up, the great Efren Reyes placed Fabio Petroni. Both came through their opening matches with ease. Petroni knocking out former world champion Immonen, and Reyes seeing off the challenge of Nick Vandenberg.
Hello once again from the Woodland Centre here in Milton Keynes for the quarterfinals of the $50,000 PokerMillion.com World Pool Masters. Well, no less than 4 world champions started out in this year's event, but 2 failed at the very first hurdle. And next up, a man that defeated a world champion in his opening match and now faces another in this quarterfinal. The question is, can he do the double, or will he be stopped by one of the greatest 9-ball players of all time? And this for a place in the semi-finals. For the introductions, I'll hand you over to our MC, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from the Philippines. There comes a time when you meet a legend, and that time certainly has arrived. He's the former world champion. Pinakamanggalin numero uno, it's the magician, Efren Reyes!
Efren, great to see you. You're always so very relaxed, so happy. But when you're playing, are you that relaxed as you are on the outside?
Yeah, when I play, I just relax. I was thinking about all the game. Even when shooting, I just thinking what we're gonna do.
Now, your opponent, he played very well in his first match. He beat Earl Strickland. He's beat one world champion. He's going to be looking for another. Are you worried?
Yeah, I'm worried now because, you know, Fabio Petroni, he wants to be a good professional pro player. He was in the Philippines 4 months ago, and he wants to improve. Now, I think he's ready now.
Now, do you fans think he's going to win? You got good support today. They're all cheering for you. Efren Reyes, ladies and gentlemen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from Roma, Italy, the current Italian champion. It's the fabulous Fabio Petroni!
First of all, congratulations on your opening match. You played superb, didn't you? It wasn't Earl Strickland, it was Mika Immonen you beat, wasn't it?
Good morning, yeah.
You played very well, you look very solid out there.
Oh, yeah, I did well yesterday.
Now, I know that Efren is he's slightly concerned because he knows that you want to improve, he knows that you're playing very well at the moment. Will you just go out with the same policy as you did against Mika?
Oh, yeah, it's no easy, I try. Yeah, I mean, I have to play well to beat Efren.
Do you think you can do it?
Oh, yes, I mean, it's very hard, he's the best, but I try. Yeah.
That's all you can do. We wish you all the best. Fabio Petroni, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, as we say up in the north of England, this should be a belter. Belter being a famous brand of pickles, the real McCoy. Fabulous Fabio, with a very fancy case, Andy, in which he's got everything. A few bolognese sandwiches and his other cues, but he's going to have to be inspired against the maestro.
Yes, Sid. He's going to have to find his best game. Played tremendously in his match last week. If he can keep that standard going,
Fabio Petroni wins the leg.
got a chance.
Well, Efren says the funny side, tickles the ball towards the cushion. There's his fans.
Fabio Petroni to break.
And they treat him good, and he treats them good. Does Elvis impressions at parties at Filipino embassies all over the world. But he is up against the man who is unsung, and how, Fabio Petroni, who did for Immonen with some very flamboyant pool the other week. Race to 9, here we go. Not as much pace as 9 down! Oh my goodness! Fabulous Fabio gives the magician problems straight away.
Dream start for Fabio. Just what he needed.
Well, if he's found that sweet spot on the diamonds, the magician, some say the world's greatest ever pool player across all disciplines, is going to have a headache. Fab.
Rack 2, Fabio Petroni the break, leads 1 rack to 0.
The perfect start.
Yes, I think he needs to string a few together, get his confidence going. As I said, he played great last match.
Thing is with Reyes is that if he's got a weakness, it's in the break, isn't it? It's not the best part of Reyes's game. And remember the rules, low ball, you've got to go on the low ball in this case. The 1 ball, is there any sort of aggressive shot here?
Well, you can see the one, obviously. He has an option to attack the table. But he's played a safe there. Look at that.
Oh, get out of that ball. Large Filipino crowd here. As I said, he played the tournament a year ago in Poland with an Elvis hairstyle. And it was real. Did Reyes, Fabio creases the brow in concentration. Where's the escape line, Andy?
Well, the fact that the ball's frozen to the black 8 makes this doubly difficult. There's no single rail escape from the side. Very tricky. And as always, it's not just hitting the ball. Needs to get safe.
And one factor to bear in mind is how close that 9 ball is to the pocket down by the 1. So if Fabio lets loose here, we could see this rack over as quickly, not quite as quickly as the first, but very quickly.
There is a possibility. I think the 9's maybe a little too far away from the pocket, but he still really does need to hit this ball.
Looking to go, what, 2 reels to the 1.
Foul shot, ball in hand.
Well, it was a good effort. Check the cue ball, right-hand side off the bottom rail.
And again, remind you of the rules. Ball in hand after a foul. Why is that? Where is he studying ahead in the balls?
Well, looking at the 7 and the 9, obviously hampered. 3 ball behind the black 8 at the top of the table.
Beat very talented Nick Vandenberg in the first round of this tournament. Reyes, the former world champion. The man who, at the age of 14, was playing American serviceman in the Manila area for $100, and he couldn't get a game after a while. He used to sleep under his uncle's pool table in the hall. Absolute genius of the game.
There you see Efren left himself a combination. Be making sure that he leaves the red 3 roughly where the black 8 is now. Leaves himself an angle.
Mark Johnson Allen asked him about looking relaxed, and I think he is relaxed when he plays, but he has an encyclopedic. He's a great snooker player. He can play 14-1, that's straight pull. He's also, it's not a heart of the
shot there, slightly overran for the 4 ball. Played it into the corner, ran into the balls, perfect position again. Just looking now at this brown 7.
Just give you some idea of the class of this field. Best ever invitational field ever invited to a tournament. And in the first round we lost Eminem, former world champion, and Earl Strickland, the reigning world champion. And you've got to see, Andy, as we were discussing with Earl last night, this winner break format sure brings out all aspects of 9 ball.
That's right. You've always got a chance. Always got a chance to come back, string a few racks together. And look at that for a shot.
Here we go, Dix. And Majid smiling in approval. as the maestro goes to his work.
This simple 9 in the corner to level the match. And it's there for one apiece.
Okay here? Really into TVs? Then get into Best Buy and...
Masters in the second quarter between Efren Reyes and Fabio Petroni. It's all level at 2-2 as we join the fifth rack with Sid Waddell and Andy Richardson.
Ooh.
Well, tapping the table there. Frustrated. Once again, a great break. Made several balls there. One in the middle. Black 8 in the corner, as you can see. The 7 already in the middle there.
But no shot on the blue too.
No, he's unlucky there.
Fab has a bit of a hissy.
Push out cold.
Push out a challenge shot means that you're trying to tempt the opponent, but he does not have to take up the gauntlet. Well, how does, if he takes this along, how does he keep the white out in the middle pocket?
Well, that's a good question. Just depends exactly what angle he has. He may be forced to play a safety. If he can't cut backwards, obviously, into the middle.
I don't know. I don't think he's ever read Newton's principles of physics. He might manufacture. No, I think you're right. He's not looking at the. He's not looking at the appropriate side. It is safety.
And it's a good safety at that.
Oh, is it ever?
Kick the 2 round the rails. Struck with confidence. Fabio here will be looking at a 2-rail escape.
Well, Sharon Tokley of Matchroom certainly invited some stars here. A couple of them have dropped out, but it's just shown how tough it is at the top. Young guns, like in the world of darts, they shoot at you all the time. This could go right to the wire, this one.
2 rails, kicks the back of the 2.
And might have replied with a snooker with a bit of luck. No.
Overhit it slightly, that's all. Hit the 2 where he wanted, just too much pace. He's left Efren a long 2 ball.
There's a flood in his village some months ago, and he won a large tournament in Tokyo, and the fund for the village rebuilding got a large donation, and most people think Efren had something to do with that. Extreme left-hand side here.
Well, tremendous shot in one respect, but very fortunate not to scratch in the middle.
Heart on our sleeve, support on our brow for the maestro.
Deliberately ran into the brown 7 there. Holding position for the pink 4 into the corner.
He went to America in 1983 and called himself Cesar Morales, just like in Geordieland runners used to be B. Smith. Had to hide the form. These days he shows the class under his own name. Magician at work, Reyes.
Just be stopping this 6 ball. 6 into the corner, stops the cue ball. Same again with the 7.
It's a race to 9, and Reyes, a sure thing for 3-2 with this 9. Makes it look as easy as spoon and minestrone. 3-2. I tend to agree with Earl Strickland about the fact that winner break does actually show all facets of this game.
Rack 6.
We know how you support
Efren
love.
Reyes to break, leads 3 racks to 2.
It does show all facets of the game because the opponent is forced sometimes to be more aggressive after sitting there for 3 or 4 racks.
Well, tremendous break once again. 2 ball in the corner. Position on the 1. Or has he got position on the 1?
Push out called.
No position, so he's going to push out. And what's the logic in the push out across there?
Well, he's tied up the 3 ball. Leaves Fabio.
Excellent point. Sometimes the push out can look well ahead to give the opponent difficulty.
That's it. Tie the table up. He knows Fabio can make this 1 ball. Certainly not easy. But even if he does, he can't run the table. He should be coming back to it.
Again, echoing Strickland's point, 9 ball invented by gamblers because they couldn't win or lose money fast enough with straight 15 balls on the table pool. And sometimes you've got to gamble at this. And if it comes to gambling and making up shots, this man is the king, Reyes. Fantastic imagination as well as brilliant skills with a stick.
Well, tremendous safety shot. He played that deliberately. Superb shot. No room for error.
You can see just the paintwork on the left-hand side of the 1. And oh, what a fantastic shot! That is the best safety shot I've ever seen in this tournament. What a fantastic leave. He had the thickness of the green ball as his only wall. And look what he did with it. Magic.
Perfect line, perfect pace. As we've come to expect from Efren.
So just 1 minute, you think you may have got the magician or the genie back in the lamp, and bingo, he's got the drop on you yet again.
Well, just look at that for a shot. Tremendous shot again. Off the rail, kicks the 1 in the corner.
3-2 at the moment. Reyes leads. It's a race to 9, but Fabio is in there, giving it big legs.
And it's safety all the way in this rack. Going back to the last shot, kicked into the corner, but look where the cue ball landed. He had the element of safety there. And Efren once again having to play off the rail.
It's a bit like the world of tennis when Low Hood played Rosewell. The big bash, serve and volley, and then suddenly the delicate spin and chip shot just over the net. It's the fascination of the game. 1 minute you're wielding the broadsword, and the next minute the épée.
Playing 2 rails here to come behind the 3. Well, that was close. Very close.
Crowd on the edge of their tenterhooks at this one. A fascinating physical and cerebral encounter here. The Whirlpool Masters in Milton Keynes.
Well, Sid. The path of the 3 blocked by the brown 7, but look at the 4 hanging over the middle.
He has to break the laws of physics, I think, to take it into the middle off the red.
I think he can just draw off the 3 onto the 4.
Well, he's looking at the opposite side of the 3, isn't he?
Well, he's playing safe again. And that's a tremendous safety once again. No risks.
Takes me back to the days of Davis versus Thorburn at the Crucible. 1:30 in the morning. Very, very cagey stuff, this. Cagey. Where's the escape?
Well, shouldn't have any problem hitting the ball. But he's taking his time here. There's no straightforward safety position after contact, you can see.
Can he even have a whisker of a thought to pot in this? Off the cush?
There's the possibility, if he was to strike the 3 as he wanted, that he might make it, but he won't be playing, I don't think, 100% to pot this ball. Look at the cue ball. That's exactly where he wanted the cue ball, bottom of the table.
But doesn't it leave a combination that could leave the red on the pocket, the other pink?
Yes, it does. It does. But he couldn't do much more than he did there. A lot of distance he was playing off the rail.
Fabio in play. Trails 3-2. And clever, is that clever enough to develop the red?
Yes, he can make the 3 in the corner here. Would have liked to have been a little straighter on it. But he knew when he made that combination that the 3 would drift to the right.
Red drifts to the pocket. Shouldn't have any trouble with the remaining 5 balls.
Just got to be careful with his 4-5, that's all, Sid. Needs to run down.
Crowd absolutely intent on this game. Loving. Normally they like the aggressive part of the game, but they're really digging the safety here. The finesse being the name of the game at the moment.
Well, I think he's played tremendously so far in this match. The tactical battle with Efren.
Oh, yes. Yeah, on the question of Fabio's temperament, we've seen him weep salt tears on Steve Davis's shirt at the Moscone Cup. And that was, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Now seems a much more sort of equable character.
Yes, totally different temperament. I know over the last year that Fabio spent a lot of time in the Philippines trying to improve his game. And as you see, 9 ball in the middle.
If you happen to see even more people in more...
Fab, equable, controlled, and Andy's point about going to the Philippines to learn it. Yes, you want to learn this game, go to the Philippines. Dennis O'Culloh, Linning, Andam, Reyes, and this man coming to the table now. We'll take your money anytime, but you'll learn. 3-3.
Nothing down from the break there.
Does the yellow one pass the green?
I believe it does, yeah. I think it does. Be drawing off the side rail with left-hand side on the cue ball. Off the side, drops onto the bottom and out to leave an angle on the 2. There we are, side, bottom, little straight on the 2, but it's no problem. Perfect position on the 3. No problem balls.
Absolutely right. This is child's play to the magician. Fantastic character, fantastic sense of humor. Hero in the Philippines. Reyes. Nothing to do at all. To him, this is a bunch of gimmies. Could very well string 3 or 4 racks together here in lovely stroke in open play. And he's got the break taped. He'd bank on him getting 2 balls at least off the break. crowd hushed, just like the commentators, in appreciation of a maestro at work.
Yeah, it looks like the break's going to be the key to this match.
Absolutely good point, that, yeah.
Back out and round to leave the 8 in the middle. Just where he wanted the cue
They
ball.
won't thank me in the Philippines for reminding you of this one. This man was 8-2 up in the World Championship once to Steve Davis, and Davis won 9-8. A fantastic performance, but an illustration of what can happen in winner break pool. Reyes goes ahead for free.
Well, Efren taking the lead, 4 racks to 3 in front with the break. And as Sid said, he's devastating in open
Rack 8,
open
Efren
play.
Reyes to break.
The
Leads
break
4
really
racks
will
to
be the key
3.
to this match.
Loop bridge. Oh. The white went a little near the pocket, but at least he's not hooked by the knuckle. Another inch and he would have had trouble if it had gone into the knuckle, that white.
Yeah, didn't want the white to go forward there. Hit them with a lot of power, but the cue ball drifted.
That's the thing, even if it goes a foot up in the air, spinning on its own axis, you want the white roughly in the middle of the pitch.
That's right.
Push out cold.
Logic behind that shot?
Just not leaving him an obvious open attacking shot. If he gets put back in, he can play safe. If Fabio plays safe, he comes back to the table.
Would it be kamikaze for him to try to bank the below 2 into the middle?
I would think so, yes. I wouldn't play into the middle. I don't think it's worth the risk to him. I think he may be looking at the safety option. Yep. Well, tremendous. Banked it the opposite corner.
Well, you've got to give it to Fabio to take on a shot like that against an opponent like this. Shows he's in the zone. The self-confidence zone. This is going to be a classic. It's going to be very tight.
Yes, he was weighing up the safety there. I'm certain of it. But decided if he could bank that ball, stays at the table. His problem being at the moment, the 4, 6 and 9 in a cluster. And he's trying to see if there's a way he can get back down to that 4 or possibly disturb something.
Can he? Well,
he's trying to disturb them.
Yes, he gave it some air.
It was a great attempt.
He didn't want that kiss into the orange there. If he'd missed the orange, this would have been a belter. He had the pace right to break that cluster. Didn't want the hit on the orange.
Yeah, he played perfect line. But as you say, 5 in the way. And that's a safety attempt, but is he going in the middle?
Yes. We have to get more vocabulary for cruel, but it's a very, very nasty cruel game, this. Got the white exactly where he wanted. Got the pink going in exactly the right direction. Pity about the bag.
Well, they're going across the table now. Trying to catch the edge of the orange 5. Needs to be precise. Put himself in a lot of trouble here.
Is there a safety by flicking the edge of the orange and coming behind the green? From across the table, from a kick?
That's the way I think he will be looking at going.
Here we go.
But I don't think he can get behind the green 6.
So where's he going to hide the white?
He's either trying to hit the left hand as it comes across. Well, he's hit it full in the face.
Didn't want that. Had to hit the edge.
At the pace he played it, he wasn't trying to go behind the 6. He was trying to catch the thin edge of the 5, clip the 5 behind the 6 and the 9, and run the cue ball back to the other side of the table where the brown 7 is.
As it is. Takes the orange long and true. Feather thin cut on the green 6. Out to mid-table where his hand is. Oh, back and forth shot. Could have improved the distance, but the angle's just fine for the pot. Looking good for 5-3. Playing this with lots of left-hand side. He checked the angle. The natural angle would have taken it another foot down the table. Looking good for 5-3. You can't.
Rack 9.
They love the
Reyes
Philippines.
Leads 5 racks to
Don't
3.
we all love the Philippines for their fantastic contribution to the standard of world pool, largely in the shape of this man and his colleague Francisco Bustamante. It's a golden break. Give him an inch and he'll take a Filipino mile. Bit lucky, Cream knocked it in.
We're in the closing stages of the quarter-final match between Efren Reyes and Fabio Petroni. Reyes has built up a healthy 2-rack lead as we rejoin the match in the 11th rack with Andy Richardson and Sid Waddell.
Shot on the 1, into the middle. He should whistle through these.
Well, he was lucky there. The cue ball was heading for the middle pocket. Another ball came to his rescue.
I don't think Fab's got any fans here. Great break, great setup, and no applause. Slow roll into the middle. Oh, not oh. Oh, that's. Methinks I hear a tumbrel. Methinks the guillotine is being sharpened. Awful miss.
First show of emotion there from Fabio. Frustrated. Should Efren go on to take this rack? 7-4 with the break. Looking ominous for Fabio.
Like telling Yogi Bear where you keep your honey. Oh, terrible mistake. Reyes, a sure thing for 7-4, race to 9.
Pink 4 into the middle. Just drops the cue ball through for the 6. No work to do here.
Absolutely not. Brown's a gimme. Fatal mistake by Fabio, letting Reyes, who was already sitting on a 6-4 lead, this for 7-4. And Fabio is going to be as sick as a chip.
Well, Fabio now looking agitated.
Rack 12.
Kicking himself, missing that one into the middle.
Leads 7 racks to 4.
He's got to forget it.
Looks as though somebody chucked sand on his pasta. Reyes into the break. Ooh, the 1 so near the middle bag.
Well, come up dry. And Fabio back to the table. He's got to take the remaining 5 out of the next 6 racks to win this match.
A man arguably, I'd say him and John Strickland, the 2 greatest ever 9 bowlers. And I don't think I'll get much contradiction. Good start with that very thin cut. That was a trickier shot than it seemed. How's he for position?
Well, didn't want to run into that. He has a shot at it.
And he's got a nice track. The thin cut, augmented with a bit of run inside, I reckon, takes him into position on the red 3.
If anything, slightly too thin is this cut to hold easily. And he's playing left-handed, running into the 6. Oh, he's missed it. He didn't look comfortable there.
Good point you made about how thin the cut was. Overcut it. And is he going to kick? Is he going to kick?
He's going to play this.
Does Alan Shearer score goals?
Rail first, bottom rail first, 2 into the corner, off the side rail. The white drifting out just in front of where the black 8 is, as we look at it. He's played the other way, he's played right the way around the table.
When you're trying to commentate on a genius, you can sometimes get it a bit wrong. He probably knew 6 shots there, 4 of which we had no idea about. Watching a genius, tricky work at times, but he's in lovely position to whistle through these lot. I think it's game over here. Coming in, bottom spin. Miscued. Yeah, there was something very awkward about the contact. Mind, yeah, it's bound to happen when the Filipinos take the cue away so quick. On some shots, there's no follow through at all. Can he slice this right?
He can slice it, but they also like to bank the ball, and the bank leaves him a safety option at the same time.
Slicer it is.
Sliced it in, ran into the 6. Well, he's knocked it safe, if anything.
I don't think anything's safe when this bloke in Bustamante's in play.
His problem being, he's very close to the rail with the cue ball.
The eyes go a duller shade with concentration. Clatters it. Well now, can he get proper, full contact on this green?
I think he can.
Given where the knuckle is, can he keep the white out of the pocket?
Just got to try and drop this in. Look at that for a shot. Tremendous shot.
He's left himself awkward on this brown, but fantastic shot. See, he never left the cush. He velcroed it.
7 ball into the corner, up the table, left-hand side. Just trying to kill the pace of the ball off the bottom rail. Leaving himself the 8 into the middle.
To take him 1 rack away from the match. 2 glaring mistakes by Fabio, who've let in the maestro. Heart of the pockets. Dagger in the heart of Petroni. The magician leads 8-4. There used to be an old rock and roll saying, when the most is on the floor, you give them plenty of room.
Efren Reyes to break, leads 8 racks
In old style pop jargon, the most is on the floor. Just needs this rack to go on the last 4 of the tournament.
Well, nothing down. Fabio. Apparently the 3 ball in the corner.
And Efren got the red 3 there. Left the table just to compose. And it is a requiem. He's composing for Fab. Blue 2 is a doddle. Game over, I reckon. Can't see him slipping up here, the former world champion. the legend, the magician. Eat your heart out, Merlin. This is wand work.
He wanted to run a bit further there. Was looking at the 4 onto the 5.
Wants to leave the 4 on the pocket. Well,
stretching.
Yep.
Trying to run the cue ball around the angles.
Good point. He was not set for the shot. Disappointment showing. He wasn't set for this shot. You saw the cue wiggled in the last inch of travel. Fab has to step in and take all the remaining racks.
Not stretching this time. Taking the rest. And he's got to forget everything that's gone in the last few racks of this match.
Well, it would be the greatest comeback since Lazarus pushed the stun. But he's quite capable of it. He has made 2, what I consider, I think we both considered potentially fatal error. Make it 3 fatal errors.
Well, it's got to be the pressure.
Well, Filipino contingent applauded the mess. Not exactly pucker, chucker, or Twickenham. But Fab, I think, will go back and practice 3 slow roll shots.
Easy 7 into the corner now for Efren. Runs round 2 rails. He's overhit this ball slightly. Still have a shot at the 8.
Yes. Right. You need a bacon slicer, the thickness of a razor blade to put this one in. That's right. He says often, I got lucky. The more he practices, the more lucky he gets. Where's he going to put this? He's not going to slice it. Where's he going to put this? Middle?
Slice it.
Slicer, is it? Oh,
yeah, I've got one right.
Sorry.
Perfect position off the line.